This is Conversations with Lavish. It's time for us all to come together. Young, old, and everyone in between. Lavish talks about business, news, politics, networking, and anything else that's going on in the world. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Lavish Towing, and on YouTube at Lavish T. Williams. This is Lavish T. Williams.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lavish. Today on the show, we got an individual by the name of Dapper Dave. We got Dave Bishop on the show. Everybody make some noise for him.
Thank you.
Dave, what's going on, man? Glad to have you here on the show today.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Go ahead, just cut that volume down a little bit. So everybody, we got Dapper Dave on the show today. We got Dave Bishop on the show. If you guys don't know who Dave Bishop is, a couple years ago I had went to an award ceremony out in Dearborn and took some pictures. It was a nice event backdrop. It was a formal thing, and I got an award out there. And no one really heard of Dave or knew what the award was about. So I have the guy who's behind the Dave's Choice Awards here live in the studio. Dave, let's talk about that. Let me show y'all this award too, man. This was the award that I got right here. The favorite business.
Favorite business, favorite local business.
Yeah. You can't really see it that great, but I want to zoom it in. Can you see it? Can you get it, the reflection? Okay. But if not, it's a heavier award too.
9 pounds.
Yeah, don't make nobody mad with this thing. Yeah, so how did this Dave's Choice Award even come about? How was it started?
Well, I'll have you know that as of last year, we transformed from Dave's Choice Award to the Detroit Choice Awards.
Okay.
So the Dave's Choice Award came to creation. Came to creation in 2019 on my 50th birthday. And on my 50th birthday, I wanted to do a celebration where I can embrace my 50th. So I decided let me invite 50 of my friends that's been an inspiration in my life over 50 years and give them an award to show my celebration in an award style ceremony. And from then it happened in Atlanta, Georgia. It became a tremendous hit. Friends came all over, they celebrated, showed love, and I decided to take upon that and keep going with the tradition. So the following year, we came to the Rooster Tail. After that, we went to the Ford Performing. That's when we honored you. And last year, we said we're going to transform to make it broader to celebrate more people. The Detroit Choice Awards, which is now in existence. And matter of fact, will be this year, September 18th at the Garden Theater.
Okay, that's cool. How was it planning this stuff?
Well, my background goes back from 1986. I've been promoting events, promoting high school parties, so it comes as a second nature to me. But putting the events together, making sure people are having a great time, that's just kind of my passion, the events. So this is really, really not much of a burden on myself or my staff.
Okay, and when you go out here and you pick these people and you're looking for them, how do you find them? How do you find the categories? How do you locate these people?
Well, what I'm looking for and what the Detroit Choice Awards for, we're looking for the hidden gems. Everybody else is in plain sight. I can find them anytime, any day. But we go beyond and look for the hidden gem. That one guy who's doing that beyond the call of duty, and that's not getting the recognition which he may deserve or maybe have earned. So we kind of look for those. So we go deep searching. We have a campaign. I also utilize social media to the best of my ability to help us find. And usually it's our eyes and ears on social media that's locating these people for me and nominating them.
Okay, that's cool. I was just wondering because I stumbled across it. Somebody called me, and they said, hey, you were nominated for an award. I didn't know anything about it, and that's how I found out.
Let me tell you how we found you then. I think a resident was a friend of a friend, Miss Patty Turner. I think she was stuck in the snow.
Okay.
And you came with your assistance, with your tow truck company, and got her out. And she made a post. This guy came out, and I said, well, Lavish. Then we started doing our research on you, and that's how we got hip to Lavish told him to Mr. Lavish T. Williams.
Okay, yeah, Patty, yeah, she's everywhere, man.
Right.
I like Patty. She's the oldest, hip, coolest young person that I know.
Right,
That all
right.
makes sense, all bundled up in one.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's cool because I see now you got more categories.
Yep, and then some of the categories. It's kind of a flip from the if you ever witnessed the Steve Harvey Hood Awards, where he recognized the local businesses.
Right.
In addition to the local businesses, we are also recognizing and honoring our local heroes, our philanthropists, our community leaders. So we combine the two. So we have a two-part segment where we're honoring the local. That's your favorite local business, your favorite teacher, your favorite restaurant. Then we got our community leaders. This year we got Honorable Judge Craig Strong, rest in peace Benny Napoleon, and so on and so on, other future leaders.
Right, I know you got my partner over there, Jason Wilson.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
yes,
you got Jason. Yeah, I've been knowing him for a long time.
Good
Very
brother.
long time. He out here, he doing it real big out here, real nice, motivated. Yeah, I like that vibe. I like that vibe. And this year's host for the show is who? Cause
No other than Mr. Comedian, Mr. Funny Man, Mr. BET, Mr. Worldwide, Mike Bonner.
okay, cool. And that's in September.
September 18th.
So if you're looking at the screen, you can see it. September 18th, 2021. That's when that is. So if anybody's
sir. Yes, sir.
interested in it, you know, how can they get in contact with you as far as getting tickets for that show?
More, any information and more, and you want to be a part, you want to participate, go to DetroitChoiceAwards.com. All the information you will need, and my contact information as well. DetroitChoiceAwards.com.
All right, that's cool. So outside of the Choice Award, we got the Dapper Dave brand. What is the Dapper Dave brand? What is that about? What is Dapper Dave?
Okay, oh man. Dapper Dave Custom Clothers. We're a custom-made clothing business, which we specialize in men's suits, accessories, weddings, proms, clothing. So Dapper Dave Custom Clothes originally now acquired Dapper Dave Clothing Company. We have a new line coming out, which is fun. It's called Class Clown Apparel. I don't know if you've been seeing it, but we're getting heavy, and we're going to really debut this fall.
Okay. What kind of apparel is the Class Clown?
Class Clown, I wish we could have something. I wish I had brought some people. But Class Clown, primarily you'll see the logo of a clown, and let me tell you the motive behind that. Everybody wants to know. I want to tell you how it all started. The idea came from.
All right.
Class Clown. When you think of that, when you think of Class Clown, you think of someone acting up or participating or making this classmate. Well, I went to a middle school called Burroughs Middle School. I know my 8th grade graduate, we had mock elections. So somehow I got nominated Class Clown. It was the memes acting up, trying to make everybody's day. From that point, it kind of stuck with me because I thought it was just a cool thing, but my parents didn't so much think that was a cool thing, so I kind of got chewed out. I come from a father that's a minister, so he think, oh boy, you acting up. So that kind of stuck with me. That was the beginning of my journey. So that Class Clown you saw, his name is Burroughs. I'm gonna have a series of clowns coming out, and it's gonna introduce a different phase of my life. We have a female Class Clown. Her name is Prima Donna, and Prima Donna is from where I start marketing, promoting concerts and events. Parties and events. The Prima Donna nightclub. Then we got another we're going to introduce maybe next week. It's the evil side of it, and that's going to tell a whole nother story. But we're going to be available for men, women, and children.
Okay, where would they be able to find these clothes at?
You can
This
find
apparel?
them at Class Clown Apparel on all social media pipelines, as well as ClassClownApparel.com.
Okay, so we still keeping the Dapper Dave. This is just a extension. So you got formal to streetwear, urban wear.
Correct. Then we got
Okay.
athletic wear.
Okay, that's cool. And that's under Class Clown.
Correct.
Okay, cool. That's great. I'm glad to hear that, man. So now we got a big event coming up. You got a big event, a polo and pretty women
Let's talk
event.
about that. Let's talk about
Yeah, because that's
polo.
what's trending right now. So what we got, June 5th.
That's next Saturday. We actually 11 days away from one of the most exciting events in the city of Detroit. It's really a break from the norm. Everybody's ready to get out, have a good time, dress up. And I'm going to provide that excitement for the citizens of Detroit. And Polo Pretty Women, it consists of four variables. We got a live polo match that's going to take place. It's actually my apparel company, Class Clown Apparel, versus another indie fashion in a game of polo. Nice game of polo. Then we have a music. We have live DJ. We have a live band, Elevate Band. Then we got a fashion show provided by Indie Fashion. Some showcases some of the hottest designers in Detroit, Michigan. And then, of course, we have plenty pretty women.
So where is this located at?
It's going to be at the Detroit Polo Club in Howell, Michigan.
In Howell, Michigan. Okay. So that means, everybody, that means you actually have to drive. It's not around the corner.
It's about a 40-minute drive from Detroit. A little short going from Detroit to Toledo. But it'd be worth the drive, I guarantee you.
You said how?
Howell, Michigan.
Straight out 96.
That's correct.
Okay, so listen, it's between Detroit and Lansing.
You're coming up on the Grand River exit of 96.
So it's not that far. A live polo. Do you even know how to play polo?
No, sir.
Me either. But we're watching some polo players.
And let me tell you how that came about. Since you know, that's how I'm thinking. So I see these events in New York. They do them all the time. Blue Clicquot is a champagne company, a very popular champagne brand that does these events. And then a brother friend of mine does it in Atlanta. But I said I needed to name a concept. So if anybody know, my favorite movie is Pretty Woman.
Okay.
And if you remember the movie scene where Julia Roberts is at the polo game, her and Richard Gere, and the ladies are chuckling at her. They're chuckling at her. She said, "What do you know? What do you know for?" He said, "I'm just not his wife. I just sleep with him." So that scene right there inspired me. Pretty Woman for polo. So it's polo and Pretty Woman.
Wow. And how long did it take for you to come up with this and put this idea together?
5 days.
5 days.
Right.
5 days.
I get inspired real quick and I move quick.
Oh man, I mean, when you say 5 days and it's just like that,
From
man.
idea to concept, 5 days.
Man, now the people that's interested in going to this event, where can they get tickets from? How do they contact you on that?
Same way. All social medias handles are Polo and Pretty Women. Website is the same, poloandprettywomen.com.
How much are the tickets?
Tickets rank. Well, also, let me mention this is a charity classic benefit, so it's going to benefit the Dave's Choice Community Development Corporation, which is my 501c3. Ticket starts from low as $100 and up for the private cabanas and the private entertainment.
Okay, that's cool. Now, what kind of entertainment do you have?
Well, we have one of the hottest bands out there. We have DJ. It's going to be. We got games. I got some amusements coming. Some amusement events and games coming.
Okay, that's cool. So is it a besides it being an eventful event? What time? What's the time for the?
It's an afternoon event. A great daytime event. Polo game starts at 1 p.m. sharp. Then from there we'll follow to a fashion show around mid halftime. Then from after the fashion show, then after the game, we're going straight to a day party sponsored by 3RY Magazine. And then from that point, everybody say their goodbyes and we're going to see them next year.
Okay. Now let's talk about this magazine, cause here we go. Hey, you got a lot going on, man. You got a lot going on. So, how did the magazine come about?
Man, I have a publication. It's called 3RY, and those initials stands for 3 Reasons Why.
Okay.
I was collaborating with another friend of mine. We had a magazine called Beautiful Machine at one time. So by me staying in Atlanta at the time, he stayed in Detroit. My focus was more on Atlanta. So at the time, I decided, well, I need to bring something a little bit more hipper, younger. So I told him, listen, I'm gonna start another one to get another demographic. So he kept Beautiful Machine, and I branched off and started 3 Reasons Why. It's sort of like Clive Davis leaving Arista, starting J Records.
Okay.
That kind of situation.
Now, how long have you had the magazine?
We just celebrated 1 year anniversary in March.
And what kind of magazine? I mean, what's all inside the magazine?
Well, right now our demographic is toward millenniums, and we focus on fashion, health, and business.
Okay.
So you can see any of those topics at any time, any of our issues, and it kind of, like I said, we gear into a young, moving demo, which is the millenniums.
Okay, that's cool. Now, where can they find this magazine at?
As, again, the same handles, 3rymagazine.com, as well as all social medias, 3RY Magazine.
Now, is this online magazine only, or is it actually printed?
It's a digital magazine. It comes out every monthly on the first week of the month.
Okay, that's great. I got to get in that magazine.
No doubt. We
Yeah, I
got
need
you.
I need to be I need to be in that magazine for something.
Okay.
We got somebody that commented over here. We got Erica Lewis. She says
That's Eureka.
that's Eureka. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. Let me get it right. She says Dave is awesome. He keeps Detroit in the spotlight.
That's one of my great writers. She is so wonderful. As a matter of fact, she's one of my co-writers in my book that's coming out this fall.
Here we go, man. So you got a book coming out.
Yeah.
An autobiography?
Sort of more of an inspirational.
Okay. Now what's the book about? What inspired you to even write this book?
Well, the book is kind of a motivation. If anybody know me that's on my Facebook timeline, know that I promote positive motivational quotes. That's just me.
Okay.
So this is somebody. Suppose you just get all that over 10 years and combine it in a book, and tell the meaning behind the quotes and the quotes and the motivation. Then you get a breakdown of who I really am and what inspired me to say this to you today, and who did I help today, or who commented that you saved my life. The book is going to tell that.
Okay. How soon do you think you have that book together?
We're going to debut probably this fall, late fall.
Man, you not joking around.
Yeah.
You picking up, you moving quick, man. You got books, magazines, award shows, clothing line.
Wow.
What else do we got in store? What else can you surprise us with that you got in the works?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna take it one day at a time.
One day at a time.
Right.
Okay, man. That's all you can do is take it one day at a time. Now I want to go back and talk about this Dave's Choice Award. And I know that you got, your award right here that you brung out here and whatnot.
Did I get it back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. This is it right here. He got this one right here. You can't see it that good with the camera.
That's from 2020.
This from 2020. And although COVID was out and around, he still did the show. It was just it was virtual, but you did still have some guests there at this show.
Well, we did a private setting for about maybe a couple of hundred people, and we did everything virtually. I had the Detroit Youth Choir, which shout out to Detroit Youth Choir. We had some great performances: Gwen Fox, Nina Simone, Elise King. They helped me celebrate and spread the word through the virtual. And it was live stream. It was the first time I'd done it, but and thanks to that, we're going to keep embracing that and do it again, so we can reach more people. Instead of reaching 400 people, we're going to reach 400,000 through the power of the live stream.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. With the world being shut down and you planning this event, I guess it did not affect you.
It affected me. As a matter of fact, it
did?
It affected me because I personally caught COVID, and it broke me down. But like with any tragedy, it brought me strength. So I was able to come out of it and bring something new through my hurt to inspire people that it's not going to stop us.
Okay. Now, how did you deal with your COVID? I mean, everybody has different ways that they dealt with it. How did it affect you? How did it hit you?
Well, it was one of the situations. When I caught it, it was new. It was just new. I didn't know what it was.
Okay.
I went to the doctors. The doctors sent me straight back home. They didn't nobody keep me, so I had to fight it off by myself. I stayed by myself. Then I got my daughter, thanks to Treasure. She came from Atlanta to take care of me. She made sure I was all right, made sure I was fed. But I was just battling myself. I was in my room the whole time, sweating it out. Then all of a sudden, it just snapped up out of it.
And this was before they announced.
Yeah,
COVID.
before. Yeah.
Okay, because I mean, it was probably God knows.
Once they announced
had
it,
COVID.
everybody flew to the doctors and the hospitals, and it was just overwhelming.
Yeah.
We couldn't handle it.
Yeah. But I know that when you planning this, and I'm glad you over the COVID. I'm glad you made
Yes,
it out
sir.
because we lost a lot of great people due to the COVID. And I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're sitting here next to me. But when you planning these events and you got this expectation of having a crowd of people show up, because you were planning this before COVID.
After COVID.
Okay, you played it after
Oh, you
COVID.
mean the Detroit Choice Awards?
Correct.
Yeah, yes,
you was
correct.
planning it before,
Correct.
and the inkling of not even having it. How did that?
That hit me.
I know.
That was not an option. But then I saw that another show, which is Detroit Music Awards.
Okay.
They said they were doing theirs in virtually. I said virtually. Well, then, wow, I could do the virtually too. I still can get the message out. It ain't gonna be. I don't want. There was no option of me postponing to next year. People work so hard the year before.
I agree.
They want to get their knowledges. They want to get their props. I just couldn't see myself deferring that another year.
Right. I'm strongly agree with you on that, man. I mean, I tuned in, I watched it. I think a lot of other people that was, following you and that's into the Dave's Choice Award, Detroit Choice Award. I think, we all were, glued in, just watching, just waiting to see who was there. I mean, we were looking at the background. It was set. It was small. It was intimate, and I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't make it, but if COVID and space and room wasn't a factor, then I definitely would have been there again, because I personally enjoyed myself back when you did it 2 years ago.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're going to see you this year then, right?
Yeah, definitely, man. I want to be there. I want to be there for sure. I wouldn't mind going to the polo thing, but I'll be out of town, so I'm probably going to miss that one. Depending on it, I got to look at my schedule. But I wouldn't mind going there, because I personally want to see some polo.
Really?
Yeah, I want to see some real polo in person, man.
I think that's gonna. I think that's on the brink, on the tip of everybody to get entertained what polos is. It's a rich man's sport. I'm gonna acclimate my African American brothers and sisters to the sport.
That's probably why I never played it. Rich man's sport.
And let them see. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, that's cool, Dave. Well, let me see. Is there anything else that we need to discuss while I'm here? Because I got to get it all out while I'm here with you.
You went through the whole catalog.
Yeah, but as soon as I leave, as soon as you leave, I want to sit up there and I want to say, man, I meant to ask Dave this. So I'm, if I'm rambling, I want to pause.
Right.
Because I need to get it all out while I'm here, man. Okay, well, I guess I got it all out.
Well, one more thing.
What's that?
I want to talk about my 501c3.
Okay, let's speak on it. Let these people know what's up with it.
501c3, if anyone knows, the website is Dave's Choice Community Development. So it's Dave's Choice Community CDC.com, .org. And we're a nonprofit to benefit underprivileged residents, community, and youth in unrepresented areas. So it's like, also some of my programs, I mentor kids of incarcerated parents, work with single mothers, impoverished communities. So everything I do now is for a purpose. So a lot of the big events I do, it's going to benefit the impact of the Dave's Choice Community Development. One thing I want to do for Father's Day, I'm putting in gear. I want to go to Friend Court, and I want to bail out some of these fathers that's kind of in prison now. It's not going to be able to see their kids on Father's Day, and they maybe got caught on the wrong side of the law, maybe got a ticket, maybe got hung up in the system. I understand that. My brother Jay-Z, I learned that from him last year. He did that. So this year, if I can spread that love again to some brothers, maybe they get on the right track and kind of inspire them. Hey, I got to be there for my seed. I got 4 kids. I got about 10 grandkids. I got about 25 god kids. So
you say you got 10 grandkids.
Yeah. I mean, these are people I adopted. I say.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now, how many actual grandchildren do you have?
I have one little girl. She just came to my life. Her name is Macy V.
Okay, that's special.
Yeah.
How did that change you?
Well, it's been changing because I'm a father of 3 girls, 18, 25, 26. So they've been daddy's girls all their life. So when another girl to the addition to just bring on the bishop's daughters, so it's great.
Oh man, that's cool, man. That's beautiful, man. Did you want a boy out of that group?
I have one son.
Okay.
I have one son. He's 30. He was my first. So okay. I think it's his daughter. So.
Oh yeah, okay, yes. You're a grandpa, man.
Right.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you're able to, you're still youthful enough to get out there and play around with your grandchild.
Yeah, that right there is my self-preservation. I believe in that. That's my cause. The youngness that brings the youngest out of me.
That's cool. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And you from Detroit? What part of Detroit represent where you grew up from?
East side. I used to all my life. Van Dyke and Harper, Chalmers and Warren. I went to about 5 different high schools. Started at Kettering, DeFeeney, the Osborne, then graduated in Denby.
Man. Yeah, so over there, the Harper and Van Dyke area, I grew up over there. My great-grandmother lived over there on Maxwell and Midbury.
Maxwell. I'm on Van Dyke and St. Cecilia off Badger Street.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoyed the East Side. I loved it all the way until my cousin moved to Tennessee. Kentucky, if she's watching. Kentucky. Sorry about that. Yeah, so, all right, everybody. That was Dave Bishop We had a great show. He shared some information. He talked about the Dave's Choice Award that's coming up.
September 18th.
We got the Polo and Pretty Women.
June 5th, Detroit Polo Club.
We got the Class Clown.
Always 24/7 ClassClownApparel.com.
Dapper Dave.
Dapper Dave Custom Clothers on all your social media networks.
And we got the magazine.
3RY Magazine drops tomorrow. The new issue. Please turn in. We dropping a new issue tomorrow.
And we got a book coming up real soon.
November. I'm thinking, should I give him the title?
Nah, let him wait.
Okay, I'll let him wait.
Let him wait. Let him wait. Let him wait. Don't give him to him now, man.
Right,
Let him wait. So
Gotcha.
I appreciate you for stopping by. I appreciate you for sharing what you got going on. Everybody that's watching. Everybody tune in on the next show. This is Lavish T. Williams.
Thank you.